Hi, this is Henk, and welcome to another edition of the Skull Sessions. And today, my guest is Laurie Calcaterra. Is that correct?
Yep, that's
Awesome.
it.
All right, awesome. All right, Laurie. So, what do you have going on?
Oh my gosh. Dan, I am in the middle of campaign. Well, I don't even know if I could say middle. We just launched on Saturday. A campaign for Path of the Pale Rider and its issues 1 through 8. So I'm smack dab in the thick of it right now.
Well, middle would depend on how long the campaign is. You
Yeah,
know?
I was gonna say, well, still have 25 days left. So I wouldn't even
Okay.
say I'm in the middle yet. So
The beginning,
I'm still in the beginning. Yeah.
right? So,
Still in the exciting part.
what is the series about?
Path of the Pale Rider is a Western apocalypse comic book series where death has been broken. So we have undead, but they're not flesh craving, brain eating zombies. We have people whose soul didn't leave when their body died.
So, is that what you mean by death has been broken?
Yes.
Like,
Yes. So
so
you're
is
still
there not like I don't know if there's a concept of hell in this, and if it hell now is like closed or what? I don't know what's going on.
no, we haven't confirmed what the reason is yet. We're close. So
Just
our cowboy what?
your spirit doesn't leave. So,
Correct.
all right,
So death used to work, and then something happened, and now it doesn't work. And what I
okay.
mean by that is, again, your soul doesn't leave, but you're still you. So you have your memories, you have your emotions, you're still human. But as your body rots, your brain decays. So you lose that. You lose your humanity. You can't control your emotions. You forget things. You sundown. And you have major problems. And
It's kind of like people when they get old and they start to get a little bit dementia or whatever. Like they're like faculties start deteriorating a little bit.
It's 100% that in fast forward with the
Okay.
body horror, right? And it hits everybody differently, just like dementia does.
Okay.
So some people, can
Some
maintain their
people fall
humanity.
apart. Some people
Yeah,
fall apart faster, and some are a little bit
right.
slower.
And it just depends on really like how did you die? Was it sudden? Did you have cancer? Did you have a head trauma? Like all of those things will change, how quickly or slowly you lose your capacity to be human. But
Oh,
it's not just people that this affects; it's animals, insects, fish. So
I have a question. If you
yeah.
died of something like cancer or virus, something, does that continue after death?
If it's a bacteria or virus that can die, it won't continue to multiply. It raises 5,000 questions in people's mind. And it's really an interesting place to put yourself in and think like, okay, what are we eating in this world, Dan? Do you want to eat that hamburger that still moves?
Maybe I don't know. This is a person. I
Maybe
know
I
that there are
depends
some
on
people like Jeffrey Dahmer would be all about it.
probably, but I mean like it will still move while you eat it and digest it and when it comes out of your body, it's moving the whole time. No, thank you.
What in this world that you've created, like animals are still alive even in death?
Correct. It's
So
death is broken. There
it's
is
not just people, it's animals as well.
animals, insects, fish, nothing dies
Wow.
anymore. So it becomes a major problem, right? And then it's like, well, why don't we just become vegetarian? We'll eat vegetables. Well, pesticides aren't going to work because even the bugs that are undead will continue to eat, even though they don't have
What
to.
about the natural kingdom? Like, animals killing animals and bugs killing bugs.
Yeah, I mean, it'll still continue, but they might get sick from eating the undead corpse. Unless you're a hyena, you're in heaven. You know what I mean? I was
Or a
like,
vulture or something, yeah.
right, right. But I mean, for the rest of us, we have a major food shortage. We're gonna
Does
have,
it freak animals out like lions and stuff? Like all of a
yeah,
sudden, like, they kill prey and then the prey is talking to them?
yeah, and it just gets up and walks away, runs away. And I mean, like, oh God, it's so terrible. It's so terrible when you think about it. And it's just it's a hard place to put yourself. So anyway, our cowboy we start the story 10 years into this type of apocalypse. And he's kind of like the last guy still looking for the answer of what happened. Usually with some kind of big chaotic trauma that follows society, people move on. They're trying to survive. They're not so much focused on the why after 10 years. They move on,
But he
except for our
is.
cowboy. Huh?
But he is.
he is still searching for that answer. He is out there and he has a journal full of conspiracy theories that he's been going through. And we'll see. He's so close. So he's so close to that answer.
Yeah, this sounds like a very interesting concept. It's like there's like little tinges of stuff that I like, so that would help draw
Mhm.
people in. Like I don't know if you've seen the show Fallout.
I love Fallout. I
Yeah,
love Fallout.
it's
Yeah.
awesome. And a lot of the series, like I watched the first season of The Last of Us, and then people were
Hmm.
saying the new season is not nearly as good,
Yeah.
but Fallout has stayed consistent. Like both, I
Exactly.
watched both seasons. I watched them
Yeah.
like I get in a rabbit hole. Like I'm like, I'll just watch one tonight, and then like five later, I'm like,
Right.
ah,
You're like, I should go to bed. It's 3 a.m.
yeah. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I love
it's really
Fallout.
good.
I have played Fallout as a video game since New Vegas. I started New Vegas and I played 3 and I'm still playing 4. I'm probably on my 5th playthrough of Fallout 4 because I love that one.
Okay.
So, I pull influence from there, kinda like we have the weird tech. So, Fallout, they have their Pip-Boy. In Path of the Pale we have what's called the disc. And so they wear these on their chest, and it's, basically an indicator. They had to figure out how to tell living and undead apart. Because again, if they're walking and talking and they can wear makeup and mask their appearance, they could
So
stay in society
who
for a
makes
little
them wear
longer.
that thing?
Huh?
Who makes them wear that thing? Do they have like
Government,
societies where like you're
government.
required? Yeah.
Government issue, government required, like having a driver's license. So it's a wearable device and it has a touch screen. So when you touch it, the center circle kind of lights up. And so if it's you're alive, it'll show green and it will show light beating with your heartbeat. So it'll go lub dub, and it will also have the sound. So there's a speaker on it. So it gives you an audio and visual representation if this person is alive or not because it's connected to the heartbeat. And of course, if you're undead, it turns red, it alarms, and the alarm does not turn off. You have to break it.
You know what this reminds
So,
me a little bit of? Have you seen the movie Fido?
Fido? No, I have not.
Ah, it's a
I've heard about
gem.
it though, where it's the zombie with the collar, right? He turns
Yes,
the
yes, yes.
zombie into the pet. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Um,
they could do
so
that.
so it's a great movie. I mean, it sounds like it's quite a bit different than what you have
Yeah,
going on, but it just brought that to mind. But
it's interesting. Yeah.
do you have like the societies and governments you do now, like the U.S. government, the like
Mhm.
Spanish government, the Irish government, whatever.
Yes. So we're focused mostly on the US. I'm from the US. And so Jude is in the United States. He actually starts out in Michigan. And when we see him in issue 1, he's made his way almost all the way to this town he's looking for called Santa Claus, Arizona. And so it's in kind of the Americana West, but the government, there's something there, but it's definitely not anything like it is now because society is basically fallen. So it's kind of like Fallout where you'll see different factions.
Okay.
Where there's people that um, do not want the undead with them. There's communities where everybody is welcome. There's communities where it's just the undead, and if you're living and you step foot in there, they'll just kill you, and then you're undead with them. There's the government that's like it. They pick up the undead and they disappear them to who knows where, and it's really interesting because
So you
we've
have
seen
kind
a
of a
lot of
loose central government.
there is, but I don't want to talk about it because we haven't seen what it is yet. I have was it issue 5? Uh if you're paying attention, Jude St. Clair goes into this grocery store to kind of loot and refill his stocks, and the TV is playing. And there's something on the TV that's playing out at the same time that there's stuff happening to Jude St. Clair. So if you read issue 5, you'll kind of see like what the government is at that point, but we haven't really Jude hasn't been around the government people yet. He will. But issue 8, we're actually going to a completely new location that he's been trying to get to since the first issue. So he's accomplishing that goal, but there's no safe place. There really isn't in this world. You think you've made it and you think you're in a good place, and it's just never what it seems. So, it'll be fun.
Yeah, no, it sounds like a cool concept. There's
Mm,
a lot of stuff that kind of comes to mind, like as far as like not this that, but it's like in the genre, like the whole like Mad Max,
yes.
sort of, or Fallout, or like any of those kind of like
Eli.
apocalyptic worlds. Yeah.
I love apocalypse themes. I love zombies and undead and horror. I love westerns. And I love me a little cocaine
It's
bear. So
great
we
when they do. You love a little what?
westerns and cocaine bear. So you're gonna
Yeah,
see all that.
I've noticed because I do a lot of book conventions. There's a
Yes.
whole genre now called Western horror.
Isn't that crazy?
Like
I
back in the day, it was hard to get anything horror out because everybody's like, "Ah, horror, you must be inspired by Satan or something."
right.
Now it's like, not only is it a thing, but it's like there are all these little divisions of it.
Right. And of course when I wrote the script back in 2018. And it by the way, it freaks me out sometimes because some of the things that I wrote into the story in 2018, this was prior to COVID pandemic. And
Right, the
then,
lockups, yeah.
right, there's a lot of things that are similar in my story to what we went through. And it was like freaking me out at the time. But I wasn't reading any Westerns. I didn't see anything out there. And I still don't think there's anything quite like what we do. But I love seeing more Westerns out there. There's a ton. So I
I
love
put
that.
out a book called "The End of the World." It was
Oh,
like the latest. It's like the third book in my series I put out, kind of like a apocalyptic, whatever. Like a little bit, like I'd say more cosmic horror than anything. But the thing
yeah.
is, my point was going to be, I put it out, and then we had the lockdowns, and then all of a sudden sales shot up because everybody's like, "It's the end of the world." Yeah.
I actually started Path. I had an art team set up and we were going to start production in January of 2020. And I think we got a few pages done and then the pandemic hit and then everything fell apart. So I lost that original team of artists on the project and it took me another 2 years to kind of regroup before I was
Okay.
able to put it back out. But it would have been, I'm with you. Like if I had released this and then the pandemic happened, I think people would be coming for me
It
with
might have
pitchforks.
blown faster. It also seemed like it was kind of like a very like short span of time. Like I noticed like in drama restraint, all of a sudden everybody's
Yeah,
renting it. So like everything, like there was a burst of stuff around anything apocalyptic or in end of society, end of the world.
yeah.
And then but it died almost as fast as it came up.
Some people were like, "This is too much like reality," and it's not.
Maybe. They're like, I'm depressed enough. I don't need to be
Right.
hungry about
Give me
the
rainbows
worst.
and
Yeah.
My Little Pony, please, because I can't handle my friends. So yeah, that's what's been going on. I'm running campaign until March the 6th. So I will have late pledges available on this campaign, but it's for books. Like I turn off all the cool merch, sadly. So if you want the cool merch, because if you don't know Laurie Calcaterra, I'm a merch queen.
Right.
You gotta get in there while the campaign is live to get like the t-shirts and the hot sauce and the wooden covers and gosh, I have so many cool things I can't
Do
even.
you have those as stretch goals? Because I did a Kickstarter campaign.
Yeah,
I think like we were planned for me to be on your show at one
yeah,
point.
yeah,
But I have a Kickstarter campaign and I was like, I have stretch goals. So if you make like the funding goal, everybody gets this. So I had like
yeah.
magnets and stickers and bookmarks. Do you have stuff like that? And did you put that in a stretch goal pattern?
So the stuff that I had mentioned are all add-ons. And tiers, but I have some really good stretch goals. We've unlocked one backer stretch goal. So on my campaign, every 50 backers, we build a poker card deck. And so we've
Oh,
already
cool.
unlocked cards from previous campaigns. We're about 11 cards in. And so depending on how many backers we'll get, we'll keep adding to that deck. So we've unlocked one poker card. And then the dollar stretch goal. So I have different ones for that. We've unlocked like a big PDF bundle for indie comics. And so like I love this one because both physical and digital backers can qualify for this. And it's an extra 16 comics for people to read for free. So we unlocked that.
Do you
And
notice
then
it one's like a bigger cell than the other, like digital versus like actual physical paper?
Say again, what was the question?
Do you notice it once like a bigger seller, do more people consume like the PDF
Um,
files?
well, the people that are getting the PDFs, well, the PDF is, of course, is the lower dollar tier. So it's a really nice way for people to get in for like $5. They can read the issue. But a lot of my digital backers also come from overseas because
Okay.
shipping is like $45 to ship to Australia. It's
Holy shit.
right? So it's like you're going to pay for a $10 book and pay $45 in shipping. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And also, being 8 issues in, sometimes they love the physical copies, but getting all 8 at once is just it's an investment. It really is. And so sometimes that dollar amount is a little bit too high for the month that we're in. So I have that digital catch up tier where you get all 8 just as a PDF, and it's like then you can read them all and then you can slowly build. You know what I mean? Like get issue 1, get issue 2, next campaign get issue 3, get issue 4, whatever you decide. So, but typically the people that are backing my campaign are doing physical. So usually I have about 120 to 140 backers and I send out about 100 packages. So,
One thing I've noticed, you might have already seen this. I'm not, like an expert Kickstarter, but so I like the last Kickstarter campaign, I had some books, and I was like, so if you contributed this amount, we'll give you a paperback. So then you can also, because Amazon does print on demand for like European orders, so
yeah.
you can run like a freebie special. So then they're center in like France or whatever. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, but yeah. So yes, you might want to think about that because I did that and I was like, dude, I mean this doesn't work for me.
Yeah. Well, we're doing okay, so every 4 issues I release a trade paperback.
Okay,
So we have an existing trade paperback for issues 1 through 4, and that's on Amazon. So people can order that from wherever, right? And that's
right.
print on demand, and Amazon will ship it to you. If you got Prime, hey, they ship it to you for free. So that's what we're doing with that route. But the individual issues, sometimes it just doesn't make sense. It's mostly, for the fans who want the exclusives and the
Well, a
variant
lot of people like
cover.
to be signed and stuff too. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Exactly. And so those we've been running through Kickstarter and from my website. And of course, you can see me in person at Comic Cons. I'm in Texas area and like South. A lot of times I'm in North Texas, so like Dallas. And so you'll catch me in like Dallas area and then Oklahoma. I'll go up to Oklahoma as well.
do you do the Dallas Opticon though?
The which one?
It's
Dallas?
the
Yeah,
Dallas
I haven't
Opticon.
done Dallas Fan Expo because that's spicy. It's like $600 a table. Um,
Holy shit!
I'm not joking. It's $600 a table. So at some
Uh,
point I will get there, but
I
I
think
don't know. We'll see.
Opticon is like 150 a table.
Yeah, I prefer to keep my tables around 200 or less if I can. Um, you know, it is what it is. But I mean, like you get what you pay for. A lot of times you pay more, like that $600 table, I will do a lot more sales.
Right.
But it's that $600, it's just hard, cons. It's like you're paying for that months in advance. And so you don't see the return on that $600 for maybe 11 months. And so that $600 I can use to pay my art team to produce pages. I can pay variant artists, I can make more hot sauce. I need money to do these things.
I
So
also
it's hard.
noticed that cons are very up and down. Like some, like
Mhm.
you sell out, some you're like, dude, I only sold three the entire
Right.
time. You know.
Right. How frustrating. And it's like,
Yeah.
unfortunately, it's a gamble every time, but mm. So I try to stay local if I can so I don't have to shell out for like a hotel room.
Right.
That's hard. But I will be going to San Antonio this year, which is about a 4.5 hour trek for me. So I'll be staying in San Antonio for a couple weekends, which will be fun. That's the
Okay.
furthest I think I will have
Is
gone.
there a convention there you're going to?
So in March, I'm going to a con called Mockingbird Lane. It's a 3-day con. It's just outside of San Antonio. And then I think in June, I'm going to head back and go to Big Texas. And that's also San Antonio area, but I think downtown San Antonio. So, mhm.
Okay, let's go over to what you deliver with the package. Like
Yeah.
so the artists, like what are the artists? How did you contact them? How did you get them on
I
board
didn't.
with your project?
All right. So my three on my team, I have Gilbert Perez that does pencils and inks. I have Matt Chambers, who is our colorist, and then Rachel Bullock, who is our editor. And so Rachel has actually been our editor since the beginning, and she started as a fan and was like, "This is so cool. You know, what can I do to get involved?" And I know her personally, so I was like, "You are super smart. How would you feel about editing?" And she was like, "Sign me up." So Rachel's been on board since day one. Matt, our colorist, actually came on at issue number 3. We had seen some growth. At that time, the penciler and inker was Marco DeFio, and I was trying to help us quicken our pace because Marco was doing everything. So he was penciling, inking, and coloring. So issue 2 is all Marco's work, right? So issue 3, I was like, I'd like to bring on a colorist. It will free up your time. It'll help us do our turnaround a little bit quicker. So Matt Chambers, I met through Charter Comics, which is a distributor publisher down here in Texas. And he's been on, I don't even know how many projects, probably 300. I don't know. It's insane how many
Yeah,
things Matt has done. So he came on and he's having a blast. So he's been with us since issue 3. He actually went back and colored issue 1, which was originally published in black and white. So Matt has done issue 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and now he's working on 8. So that's pretty cool. And then Gilbert Perez, I met at a Comic Con. I met him at Cowtown Comic Con. Actually, I think a couple years ago, and he just came over. We started talking, and he was like, "Hey, I heard about you from Charter Comics, and I'd love to work with you. I'd love to do a variant cover." And at that time, I didn't have any work for him, but I asked him to do like a pinup that I could use as a stretch goal, and it was gorgeous. It far exceeded what I was expecting for a pinup, right? And so not only did I send him more money than he asked for, he immediately was stuck in my brain. And so when Marco, who is an excellent artist and we're still friends because he's here in the Texas area as well, he just got super busy and he got a book, like an offer from a publisher. And so between my schedule and his schedule, we couldn't make it work for another 4 issues. And so I brought Gilbert on board and he has been the best. He is super excited. He loves Path. He's actually one of the only people that I've let read to the end of the script.
yeah.
So he knows the secrets. So yeah,
So,
that's how I met them all.
do you want to tell me what the reveals are? Like later
No.
on, not tell me what they are, but tell me
What do
like
you
the
mean?
core of what's going to be revealed. Like, will you
Oh,
know?
what like
Not how it happens, but kind of what
so
happened.
okay, so Path is pretty long and I've written out quite far, So I wrote the script in 2018, and when I wrote it, it was a full length movie. And so that's really how it's formatted as a movie script. And so I broke it up into 12 issues. So every 4 issues is kind of like act 1, act 2, and act 3 of a movie. And
Okay.
so with Jude St. Clair, again, we introduce the world in act 1, like everything falls apart on his mission in act 2. And now we're heading into act 3 of the story where things get resolved. And so he does figure out what broke death in this third act.
Okay. Yeah, that's sort of acting.
Yeah. So
Not
then
for
it,
you to
then
tell
it
me what it
becomes,
was.
what's that?
Not for you to tell me what it was, but tell me if you
Yeah.
find
So
yeah.
that's the big deal in the first arc is you get to meet Jude, you experience how crazy this world is, and then it becomes much more about, when he figures out the answer, can he put things back to the way it was? Who knows if he can? So the second arc, when we get there, is 100% more crazy than the first arc. It's
Okay.
nuts. And then I'm working on the third arc right now. So that's where we are.
Okay, how often do you put something out and like how lengthy is it? Is it like
um,
20 pages? Is it like
yeah.
100 pages? What is it?
Right. So we release a book twice a year. So I usually run 2 Kickstarters a year, unless there's a trade paperback coming, and then we'll do 3 a year. So they're 24 pages and they're color interiors. So yeah, and then the trade paperbacks are around 148 pages because it's 4 issues and then bonus material that's included. So
Okay.
mhm.
And have you gotten yourself in like a lot of local comic shops? Do you have
Mhm. Yep,
like
I'm at, Pastime Comics. I'm at well, there's only 2 right now. There's that one, and then there's, Carpe Diem has 2 locations, and my books are there as well. There's not actually too many books in the area that I'm in Texas. It's kind of a small town, and the one store that was the closest to me, I'm sorry, it's Geek Out. Geek Out has 2 locations. It's Mansfield and, of course, I'm drawing a blank on the other one. It starts with a B, Burleson. So those are the 2 locations. They're Fort Worth area, and so is Pastime. Carpe Diem was the one that was in McKinney, and I love them. I'm still friends with the owners there, but unfortunately, the comic shop had to close last year, so no more Carpe Diem, sadly.
yeah, I heard a lot. I don't know if it's like the whole industry or just like the more mainstream people like Marvel DC, but I heard the industry is like not
It's
doing as
hurting.
well as it was.
Yeah, it's hurting right now. So, and you have to diversify. Like Geek Out is a great store, but I mean, they're not just comics. They have merch and they have manga and they have magic cards and Yu-Gi-Oh contests and they sell dice and models. So they're quite diversified. So they're doing better than most. But if you're just the comic shop, I don't know. It's tough out there, man.
Yeah, I kind of feel like stuff goes through cycles. Like I remember, like originally I wanted to be a comic artist, and I remember I moved to New York City to
Yeah.
like interview with like Marvel and DC, and that was '98, and that was right when they were all about to go bankrupt.
Oh my gosh.
And like the
How
movie saved them. Like after the movies blew up, then they blew up, but now they're
right.
dying again.
Yeah, it's a hard thing to be a comic book shop. It's just not it's a luxury good, unfortunately, you know?
And the lockdowns, I mean, the lockdowns killed everything like
Oh, that
small and
too,
indie. Yeah,
100%.
yeah. Lockdowns, they killed my shop. I had a tattoo shop that was my own
Yeah.
shop for 5 years, but yeah, it died.
I mean, how are you able I mean, it's like, how are you expected to function as a business if you have to stay 6 feet away from people and you're a tattoo business? Like, come on.
Well, no, they actually made us close our location, but for some reason you still have to pay the landlord every month, even though you're not allowed to work there.
Isn't that stupid?
That makes
It makes
and
0 sense.
you don't like run out this high margins. Like you have a slow margin
No.
anyways, and then like you're locked down for like 2 years. It's like you're screwed.
Yeah, you're done. What are you supposed to do?
Yeah.
Gosh, I'm sorry about that, Dan.
Yeah, no, I mean it's life.
Yeah.
Life is a rocky road. But
Mhm.
all right, so let's go back to you. Let's not focus on my misery.
Sorry.
So, do you have a website where people can see your
Mhm.
stuff? Okay,
Yes.
what's your website?
Well, right now, I would prefer people to go to the Kickstarter because that's where all the cool stuff is. So some of the things that you can only get from the Kickstarter is like the wooden covers and the custom pops and the secret rewards. And I do a big run of t-shirts from there. But if we are not live and the campaign is on late pledges, you can't get the merch anyway, then head to our website. It's just www.pathofthepalewriter.com. You can purchase all the books. You can purchase a lot of the variant covers that I still have in stock from previous issues on there. Um, yeah, there's a ton of stuff there. You can download the PDFs from there as well. Um,
Do
so
you
yeah,
sell the original art?
I'm not the artist, so a lot of times I'm not getting the original art. I let them sell it because I can't afford to buy the original art.
No,
I would love
that's
to.
totally respectable. I'm just
Yeah.
asking, do you have like a link to the artist for sales?
Oh,
You
yeah. So if you guys want to check out Gilbert Perez, he's on Instagram, he's on Facebook. I'm not sure if he has a website or not, but Gilbert Perez, just Gilbert, Perez, Perez. So you can go check him out on Instagram. My colorist, Matt Chambers. I don't know why I said that. Matt Campbell is someone completely different. Matt Chambers,
know.
in my brain. He's also on Instagram. You could check out both of these wonderful gentlemen. I also want to give a shout out to William Russell. He has done a variant cover for every single issue that I have out. And so if you're a fan of William Russell, not only do we have a bundle on this campaign called The Angry Path, where you can get 9 covers of Path of the Pale Rider from William Russell, but he has a huge website. It's just Art of William Russell. So those 3 guys, definitely go check them out for sure.
Okay, awesome. And do you have anything like if people were like they're like, well, I'm not sure I kind of get it. Do you have anything that you like roughly compare it to? Not to say that you ripped it off, but to say, hey, if you're into this,
Right.
you'd be into my stuff.
Well, I mean, it's kind of what we were talking about. If you like Westerns, and now you don't have to just like Westerns, because if you don't like Westerns, there's still a lot of stuff in here for you. So if you like Apocalypse and Fallout, Book of Eli, Cocaine Bear, we have some really sarcastic characters, but they're funny. So it's dark and humorous. We utilize sign language in the comic book. I write riddles and things into the story. There's QR codes hidden in there. It's just a lot of fun. I mean, this is something that I wanted to read, and that's what I put out. So if you like those same things that I do, you're going to have a blast for
Well,
sure.
hopefully somebody will come calling like Amazon or Netflix, and they'll
Oh,
be
that would
like,
be awesome.
like,
Someday, maybe. And if not, like I will still die happy because I'm able to tell my story. So that's
right.
not like my end goal here. But I when I wrote it, it's a movie script.
I'm
So
sure it'd
in
be
my
great
mind, it
though.
plays live action, right?
Like one I thought he was totally underrated for a while was Mike Mignola who did all the
Oh,
Hellboys, and
oh,
he was doing all the Hellboys just as like his personal like project for himself.
yeah.
And then Hollywood came calling, and he made so much money off that he like
Oh.
he'll do covers, but he doesn't even like do the interior artwork for it anymore.
Huh. See, it can happen. And I
But
mean,
good for him, nice guy.
if you guys read some of my issues, you can see there are big cinematic moments.
Right.
Issue 7 is uh how I want to say it's so much dread from the beginning, and then when the moment hits where there's this big reveal, it's just oh, I don't know how we're gonna make it through this until the very end, until I drop you into this moment. And then you're a lot of people are like, don't throw your comic book, but you know what I mean? Like that's what you want to do is just toss your book. Sorry.
Right. Well, awesome. Everybody should go pick it yourself. Support your Kickstarter campaign. What's the specific name of the campaign again?
It's Path of the Pale Rider.
Okay. And are there like any weird apostrophes or like dashes or anything?
If you type in Path of the Pale Rider, I show right up because this is my 9th campaign. So,
Okay, awesome.
mhm.
All right. Do you have anything else you want to throw it there to the social sphere?
The social sphere, you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I also host, like Dan says, I host a podcast called the Tuesday Morning Brew. Eventually, I'll get Dan on there so we can ask him the 1,000 questions. But that's every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it plays on YouTube. It plays on, oh, I don't know how many Facebook. It doesn't play on Instagram. It plays on X and then Twitch and then. So if you can't find me, it's real easy to find. The Tuesday Morning Brew. We drink coffee, we talk nerdy, we have a good time. So tune into that too.
I'm drinking coffee right now.
Yeah,
But
perfect.
thank you very much for doing this. So you have anything else you want people to check out?
No, I mean, well, okay. So when you go to my campaign, at the very bottom, I have this whole section called Friends with Campaigns. February is a big month when it comes to indie comics and Kickstarter. So, like, I'm going to name a few Kickstarters that are live or going to be live soon. And if you guys aren't into what I do, or you could back me and then go check them out too,
Yeah.
whatever you decide. So, I have Space Monkeys. Check that one out. Let me go back down to the bottom. There's Malik, the Devil Within. What is it called? The Devil Within? Raining Devil. Malik, Raining Devil. There's Cosmic Wars. There's Worthy Chaos, Damnation. There's Tokyo Blade. There's so many. Just go explore. Show some love to indie because that's where the passion projects are. We're the ones that are making the stories that are so great because we want to. It's not recycle, reboot, rehash Hollywood crapola. So we hope to see you there.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you for doing this.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. And
Thanks for having me on the show. Appreciate it.
thank you.
Yeah.
Please like and subscribe before he kills again.